From this Lego toilet that actually flushes to this hidden Mario power box, these are 21 Easter eggs in Lego that you probably missed. Up first is an Easter egg hidden in the Stranger Things Upside Down set. In Season 2, Episode 4 of Stranger Things, Chief Hopper goes to investigate a pumpkin patch at a local farm. This ended up being a super important investigation, since it revealed so much about the Upside Down. You can't see it once the Lego set is complete, but if you take a look at the instructions, you'll see that there's actually a pumpkin piece in the back of Hopper's car, referencing the pumpkin patch that he investigated. This is just one of the 21 Easter eggs in today's video, so make sure you watch all the way until the end. You won't believe that these Lego Easter eggs are actually real. Up next is a super secret Easter egg in the Minecraft crafting box set, but the only way you can find it is if you take the whole thing apart. Before you do that though, look at what this part of the set actually looks like. Okay, got it in your head? Now look at what happens when you take a few parts off. The base of this set is actually a map of the set itself. It's super subtle, and you might not notice it even if you build it yourself. But if you built this next set, there's no way you'd miss this Easter egg. I'm talking about the Lego Magic of Disney set. You can detach a lot of this set without taking apart any pieces, including some parts of Mickey Mouse. If you pop off the left arm, you'll find a brick-built pattern of Woody from Toy Story. Now, usually Lego designers won't make their Easter eggs this obvious, but this one wasn't actually made by a Lego designer. This set is part of the LEGO Ideas theme, which means a fan made this set, not one of LEGO's designers. The fans' favorite kids movie is Toy Story, so they wanted to pay homage to their favorite cowboy without fully including him in the set. Nice touch. Up next, the fourth Easter egg is hidden inside the LEGO Harry Potter Gringotts Bank set. Since this LEGO set is based on a movie series, there are loads of Easter eggs to choose from, but there's a certain one that's obviously the coolest. There are 3 vaults in this set, but I want to talk about the one at the bottom. This vault belongs to Bellatrix Lestrange, one of the main villains in the series. We see her vault in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, when Harry, Ron, and Hermione go looking for a Horcrux. While they were in there though, everything they touched started to duplicate, which made things very difficult for them. Now, you'd think there was no way to mimic this in a Lego set, but you'd actually be wrong. If you open up Bellatrix's vault and push on the wall in the back, a bunch of golden goblets show up out of nowhere. They may not be duplicating, but this is a super cool way to reference that scene from the movie. If we're gonna talk about references though, then I have to show you this insane reference in the Legend of Zelda Deku Tree set. When you think of an Easter egg, you usually think about something hidden, but this one is actually in plain sight. After you build Link's house, you might notice a sign with a bunch of squiggles all over it. This isn't just any sign though. It's written in the language Hylian, and it reads, "It's a secret to everybody." This sentence is an Easter egg throughout the entire Zelda franchise, so it's awesome that LEGO continued the legacy in their set. While I'm talking about the Deku Tree set though, there's one more Easter egg that you just have to know about. In the Zelda games, there's a big plant-like character named Hetsu, who famously holds a pair of maracas. Well, you can actually build Hetsu in this set. And look, he even has his maracas too. Want to know something crazy though? They actually make noise. Listen to this clip. This was super easy to pull off too. All you had to do was put a stud in each maraca. It's simple, but it works really well, and it's a great Easter egg for true Zelda fans. Up next is a super funny Easter egg in the Lego City Undercover video game. When it comes to video games, most Easter eggs are either secret endings or hidden items, but this one is totally different. This Lego game is based on the Lego City theme. Nothing more, nothing less. But for some reason, there's a Mario mystery block you can actually interact with. This game came out all the way back in 2013, so fans thought LEGO was hinting at a LEGO Mario game. But 11 years later, we still don't have that game, so the devs really just did this for fun. This next Easter egg though is probably the funniest thing you've seen in LEGO. As you probably know, LEGO loves hiding pieces inside of brickheads. There's a plant inside Eve, a small brain for Homer, and way more. But what do you think they put inside the Woody from Toy Story brickhead? Well, they actually put a few pieces of stuffing, which is hilarious, but it's also true. In Toy Story 2, when Woody was getting fixed, we saw on his arm that he was actually made of stuffing. Since I showed you Woody though, I have to show you what LEGO did for the Buzz brickhead too. Buzz isn't a doll like Woody. He's an action figure, so the stuffing pieces won't work here. So instead, LEGO threw in some makeshift battery pieces. Just like how we saw what Woody was made of in Toy Story 2, we saw Buzz's batteries in Toy Story 3 when he got reset by Lotso. So both of these Easter eggs are accurate with the movies. When it comes to movies and TV shows though, LEGO never misses their mark with Easter eggs. In the LEGO Batman the Animated Series Gotham City set, there are too many references and Easter eggs to count. But there's one in here that definitely stands out from the rest. All the way in the bottom right of the set, there are two gray pieces sitting right next to each other. Looking at the shape, you might think they look like gravestones. And, well, that's because they are. These two gravestones represent Batman's parents, which is definitely a little morbid, but just wait, it goes deeper. If you take off the piece the gravestones are attached to, you'll find two brown ingots, and these are meant to be their coffins. I guess not every LEGO Easter egg has a happy ending. Up next is one of the funniest Easter eggs in all of LEGO, and it's in the LEGO Ninjago City Market set. This set is pretty big, having over 6,000 pieces, so it's a little difficult to find Easter eggs. But if you actually built this set yourself, there's no way you'd miss it. If you look at the top of the set, you'll see a bathroom, and believe it or not, this is where the Easter egg is. The toilet in this bathroom actually flushes and sends the poop through a drain system to the outside of the set. It's by far one of the funniest Easter eggs in LEGO, but it is pretty well known, so let me show you one that I guarantee you haven't seen before. This is the LEGO Paranormal Intercept bus set, part of the now retired theme Hidden Side. The bus is basically just a giant lab for the minifigs to work in. But what does every lab need? A computer. In the back of the bus, there's a micro PC setup with two monitors. Do you see it yet? The left monitor is showing a LEGO Bionicle game that's been canceled for years. The last time this video game was even playable was 2005, so people didn't even really know what it was. The Easter egg in this next set though is one that everyone recognized. This is the LEGO Bowser set, and since it's Mario, you already know there's gonna be some Easter eggs in here. First of all, Bowser can shoot a fireball out of his mouth, but that's not even what I'm here for. Once you build the set, you'll have this podium that Bowser is meant to stand on. Well, if you knock over the right pillar, it'll reveal a secret power box from the Mario video games. These power boxes are super helpful in game, and they're usually a little hard to find too. So it's cool that LEGO brought that theme over to this set. But if you thought that was it for LEGO Mario Easter eggs, forget about it, because I got one more for you. This is the LEGO question mark block set, and no, the Easter egg isn't just that you can reveal the 3 different worlds. In fact, it has nothing to do with the 3 worlds at all. It's completely hidden. If you go to the front of the block, there's a part of it you can actually pull up, revealing a secret Bowser lurking in the shadows. That isn't all though. If you take Bowser out and press down on what he was standing on, a secret battle arena will pop out at the bottom. This isn't just any battle arena though. This represents Bowser's Stadium from Super Mario 64, a classic level that a ton of Mario fans love. I know people aren't the biggest fans of these Mario sets, but you gotta give it to LEGO. These Easter eggs really are next level. But LEGO might have outdone themselves with this next Easter egg. If you watched my first video on Easter eggs, you might remember me talking about a laundromat laundering money in the Brick Bank set. Well, LEGO actually kept this Easter egg going in this police station set from 2021. On the right side of the police station building, there's a billboard from the laundromat that was doing the money laundering. This is one of the only times I've seen LEGO bring an Easter egg across multiple sets, especially one that they made themselves, so it was pretty cool to see. This next Easter egg though is probably one of the coolest ones in this whole video. Way back in 2006, LEGO released the LEGO Star Wars 2 The Original Trilogy video game, but there's a certain spot on Tatooine that you might have missed. In the Mos Eisley spaceport level, there's a giant sign promoting the LEGO Star Wars movie. Well, if you walk under the sign and swap to R2-D2, you can actually get inside this movie theater and see the LEGO Star Wars movie on the big screen. All you have to do is break the lights and chairs, rebuild them, and bam, the movie starts playing. Technically, it isn't a real movie, it's just cutscenes from the first LEGO Star Wars video game, but it's still sick either way. While I'm talking about LEGO Star Wars, let me show you an Easter egg in the 40th anniversary Death Star set. If you go around the side of the Death Star and pull down one of the panels, 2 studs will be sitting there, one black and one beige. Well, these studs actually represent Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader when they fought on the Death Star in the Return of the Jedi. LEGO loves doing stuff like this in micro builds, like they did it in the Little Hand set too. On the inside of the ship, there's a yellow and brown stud sitting right next to each other, and these two represent Obi-Wan and Anakin when they crash landed on Coruscant in the beginning of the Revenge of the Sith. There are a lot more Easter eggs just like these two in LEGO Star Wars sets, but let's just move on to the next Easter egg. The 19th Easter egg is hidden in the Lord of the Rings Rivendell set. And would you believe me if I told you it was actually evil? I know it may not look like it, but there's an evil here lurking in the depths, literally. If you take off the circular piece with all the chairs on it, you'll find a giant eye of Sauron sitting right there. Sauron is the Dark Lord in the Lord of the Rings series, and this eye is his symbol, so this is definitely a bad omen for Frodo and the gang. Let's move away from that though, and take a look at the amazing Spider-Man art set. There isn't a lot of room for Easter eggs here, but I promise, there's one here for sure. This set came out in August of 2023, which is important to know because it came out after Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There were a bunch of new characters in that movie, but one of the most popular ones was Spider-Man 2099. Now, take a look at the box for the Spider-Man art set. Notice anything? Well, this set comes with exactly 2,099 pieces. Listen, you might think I'm reaching here, but just remember, no Lego reference is done by accident. The designers always know what they're doing. And for the last Easter egg in this video, I have the perfect example of that. This is the Tales of the Space Age set, made in April of 2023, and it's actually a really tasteful set. With the 688 pieces, you can build 4 different 3D postcards, all of which look like a completely different part of the universe. As you can see, all of them have different color palettes, because the artist wanted to show what sunsets might look like on different planets. Speaking of the artist, this is where the Easter egg comes in. The man who designed this set has a name I can't pronounce, but all that matters is that he's Polish. Now, if we take a look at the back of these postcards, you might notice something at the bottom of them. On the blue and green postcards, there's a white piece and a red piece stacked on top of each other. Well, these very out-of-place colors were placed there by the Polish designer, and these pieces are the Polish flag. Lego designers love slipping in Easter eggs about themselves when they build sets, and what better way to do it than with this super subtle flag on the back? What was your favorite Easter egg in this video? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.